The Determined Dove. Once, in a small village nestled between the mountains, there lived a dove named Lyra. Lyra was known for her beautiful white feathers and graceful flight, but what set her apart was her determination. Unlike the other doves, who would glide effortlessly through the sky, Lyra struggled. Her wings were small and her flight was wobbly, often leading her to crash into trees or stumble mid-air. The other birds would chirp and laugh, mocking her attempts. But Lyra never gave up. Every day, she would try again, flying short distances only to fall. The villagers, who loved the doves for their peaceful presence, saw her struggle and began to cheer her on. "You can do it, Lyra!" they would say. One day, a great windstorm swept through the village. Trees were uprooted and many of the birds fled to distant lands. The only bird that remained was Lyra, who had found shelter in a small cave near the mountainside. But as the storm raged on, she realized that her friends were still trapped in the old barn across the river. Despite her lack of skill and the strong wind, Lyra knew she couldn't leave them behind. Gathering all her courage, she took a deep breath and set off into the fierce winds. She struggled against the gusts, her wings trembling, but she kept pushing forward. The journey was long, but Lyra's determination did not waver. Finally, she reached the barn and, with great effort, she led the other birds one by one across the stormy river to the safety of the cave. When the storm passed, the village was a bit quieter, but the other birds had learned an important lesson. That true strength comes not from how easily you fly, but from the heart that keeps you going. From that day on, Lyra was no longer the timid dove that struggled. She was the leader of the flock, and they followed her through any storm, knowing that her determination was greater than any wind. Moral of the story: it's not about how easily things come to you, but how hard you are willing to work for what you believe in. Even when the odds seem stacked against you, perseverance can lead to incredible strength.